Hi YouTube, welcome back.
So today we're going to be doing an EDC video. So this is our 2023 EDC update. So we're just going to kind of talk to you guys about what we carry on our person every day. Now mine is going to be a little different than Parker's. Obviously I am a prepper, so usually I carry more stuff on me. Also, I travel a lot for work and I have medical patients that I have to provide for on a day-to-day basis. So I always have certain things in my vehicle whenever I'm at work to ensure that I can take care of them whenever I'm transporting somebody. So I'm going to let Parker go ahead and start off with his, and then we're going to go with mine, and then we're going to do an overview of the table for each of us. Alrighty, so go ahead, buddy.
We're going to just pull out shit out of my pocket. We're going to see how this goes. So, first thing in my pocket, I got a bandana. I'll explain when we go to pan over. I have a map of Ren Fair.
He just went to the Las Vegas Ren Fair last week.
So, that is a thing. My cellular. My wallet. Chapstick. Keys. Llaves, if you're Spanish. A teal hair tie.
Because he has hair longer than I do.
A Leatherman multi-tool. And a Gerber strong arm made in Portland, Oregon.
So, in your EDC, do you happen to have any specialty items for survival, like lighter or anything like that?
I got cowboy boots and they're steel-toed.
Alright, that's about as close to survival as you're going to get. Alrighty,
I wear two t-shirts so I can tear them.
So,
does that count?
Sure. Why not? Alrighty, so for me, my EDC is a little bit more eccentric than his.
Hold on, let's go over my EDC first. So we'll go over why I can a knife, because it's a knife. Knives are important. You can cut stuff, self-defense if you need it, just all kinds of stuff you can do with the knife. Alright, next, Leatherman multi-tool. Multi-tools are just important. I like Leatherman one. It's got like fire starter on there. It's got a quick sharpening tool on there. It's got knives. It's got some saws on there. You know, little saw. Got a knife on this side. It's got the little tool kit, including can opener and all that. I like this one especially because you can clip it onto your belt. Hair tie, because you never know when you need to tie up your hair, as well as they make a good tool to tie stuff up if you need it. My keys, because I live a place and I have a vehicle, so need to have keys. Chapstick, because, you know, your man's got dry lips. A wallet, because, you know, man's got cards and stuff. A phone. I could probably go without this, I'm not gonna lie to you. But because I need to call people.
And you have the Z Fold 3, right?
Yeah, that thing. A map of Ren Fair. Not really everyday carry, it's just what I had in my pocket. But, you know, I went to the Las Vegas Ren Fair and it was still in my pocket. So that's the thing. And bandana, because cold weather, sometimes you like to cover up your mouth so you don't get your lips as chapped as fast. Plus you can use this for other stuff like covering up your head.
And water purification.
That. One thing I really like is if I'm getting too hot, I like to tie these around my head. But I'll soak them in water first and then tie it around my head. So that's why I have this.
Alrighty, and that is Parker's EDC. Alrighty, so my EDC is a little bit more eccentric than his is. So we're going to start off. I carry a lot of things every day. So
switch me sides so you can put it on the table, big guy.
Alrighty, so first thing I always carry with me is I usually carry a smartwatch. This one's just something that I purchased off of Amazon. It's not really a name brand or anything like that. Just something that if it breaks, I won't cry, but it allows me to keep my heart rate, text message, phone calls, all that stuff. And this thing is absolutely fantastic. It is scratch resistant, and I think I paid about $35, $40 for it. So I don't mind having something that's a little less expensive, you know, because if it breaks, you know, the whole adage, you know, buy once, cry once. When it comes to watches and stuff, I have tons of different watches. So if that one breaks, I won't really cry that much. Second is my sunglasses. So this is the Renegade Pros. I absolutely love these. I use these for hunting and just driving around every day. It protects against the sun really, really nicely. And, you know, just scratch resistant, things that I don't have a problem carrying every day, and goes with all my outfits. Next is I always carry some sort of weather appropriate hat. I wear hats a lot because your boy is balding. So right now it is cold as hell here in Utah. So so I'm wearing a beanie right now. This one's just pretty standard. It's got a little American flag, you know, nothing crazy or anything like that. And then I always carry a neck knife with me. This one is actually a punch dagger. So this one is the Urban Pal by Securex. I like this one because, you know, it's just a self-defense option, even though most of the time I use it to open up my mail. But I think it's a great way, especially if you've trained with that before. I have with some of the classes I've taken. So just, you know, learning how to take it out really quickly, how to... Basically, if you don't know how to fight, that's not going to help you. If you know how to punch, if you know how to, you know, do things like that, that's going to be a little bit more helpful for you. So next thing is I always carry a spare magazine for my EDC. I'm currently carrying a Glock 43. Reason why I carry a Glock 43 is because, you know, 7 rounds, it's good, and then I do have a 10-round clear mag that I can use to make sure that I have plenty of ammunition. It sits nice and comfortable. I can wear it during the summer. I can wear it during the wintertime. Now, I will say that the other firearm I usually carry with me is a Smith & Wesson SD9 VE. I do like that. It's a full-size 9mm handgun with 17+1 capacity. So that's the one I would carry if I'm carrying something a little larger, but for, you know, right now that's a good fit for me. So next thing that I carry on my EDC, now I usually carry this in a 4 o'clock position, is the K-Bar, I forget exactly the name of this, but it is just a K-Bar push dagger. This is something that I would use for more of like a get-off-me knife. It's usually on the opposing hand of my EDC pistol. That way, if I had to, I can pull this out and go to work. Cellular device. This is a Dinosaur. I have had this thing for like 5 years because I hate electronics and I hate anything to do with electronics. It's my wallet. We're going to go through this a little bit once it's on the table, because I do keep some things in there that the average person doesn't. Next, which I carry every day, are lighters. I usually keep 2. Sometimes I only keep 1 if it's a Zippo, but for the most part I usually try and keep at least 2 ways to start fire. And my favorite kind of chapstick, because when it's cold out here, you know, you get chapped lips, you know, you get cuts on your hand, you can use it to keep the area, you know, somewhat clean. Then I carry a pocket knife. This is the this is a Honey Badger. This is about a $70 knife. I absolutely love this thing. It's a little small, but I mean, man, it is sharp. And then, just to dig in a little further, so these are some of the small items that I keep. So I do keep a Gerber dime. I love this thing. It's just a little pocket multi-tool. I don't like to carry around the huge multi-tools. I do, however, in my EDC bag, which we are going to be going over, which is my tier 2 of my EDC. But yeah, that is just a size comparison between the two. His is a full-size Leatherman. This is the dime. Very, very, very small, but compact, and it works. Then again, like in our fire video I did show you, I do keep an Axotac fire starter, a ferrocerium rod, in my pocket every single day. That is a part of my EDC. Then,
because you know he loves his flashlights if you watched our last one.
I do keep a little flashlight. This one is literally just a small one I got on Amazon. It's not a name brand, anything.
98th flashlight he got on.
But one thing I do like, so this is the Ancyper CC. I absolutely love this flashlight. I've bought like 10 of them. Not because I've lost them, but because I like flashlights. But what I like about this one is it does have a removable head clip to put on a hat. It has 200 lumens, and then a low mode, and then a strobe mode. So, you always have to have a flashlight on you. I usually keep a way to write, especially because I have to do a lot of writing and orders with my work. So, my personal favorites is the Pilot G2s. I know they're kind of cheaper, but they're fantastic. And then the last thing that I keep on me are my gloves. 511 gloves. Absolutely love these, especially if my car breaks down and I have to do anything, road work, or, if I have to go to work. And then my keys.
Llaves, if you're Spanish.
Alright guys, so we got the EDC right out here into the table. Okay, so, like we're going to go over, I'm just going to reiterate what each item is. So, I have my watch, 2 forms of fire. Also, I have my fire starter here as well. I have chapstick, my sunglasses, the Securex Urban Pal push dagger. I have my Honey Badger from I think it's Western Tech, or some brand like that. I have my Glock 43. I have my spare magazine. I do have a weather appropriate hat. I have my K-bar dagger here as well that I use for more of a self-defense option. I do have my cell phone, a writing utensil, flashlight, my gloves, and my Gerber dime.
All right.
So there's a few more things that I wanted to add from my wallet. So I do keep a Fresnel lens. So let me pull this out of frame real quick. I do keep a Fresnel lens inside my wallet to start fires. I usually keep some loose cash and my debit and credit cards and all that stuff. And then one thing I do keep in my wallet, mainly just because you never know, and we will talk about this in a future video, but I do keep some silver with me. I have some mercury dimes, some junk quarter silver, and a couple $50, and then a Walking Liberty. Just because you never know if the power goes out, or if they stop accepting cash, or if something goes on further on in the world. It's a really good way to take care of that. And then there's just 2 little items that I want to cover on my keys. So I do keep a CRKT little pocket tool that I use specifically for the ferrocerium rod that I have on my keys for a striker. Those are kind of the only survival items I do keep on my keys. I do have a fun little Second Amendment tag and a First Amendment tag on there. And then I do have one of my favorite prayer verses, which is Philippians 4:13. I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. But besides that, just pretty simple set of keys. Alright, so next we're just going to go into my Tier 2 part of my EDC, which is the EDC bag and the medical bag that I carry every day. Alrighty guys, so the next thing that we're going to go over is the Tier 2 of my EDC. So now when it comes to tiers, you have Tier 1, which is what you have on your person at every moment. If you are in the bathroom and that is in your presence, that is considered Tier 1. Anything in your pockets, anything on your waistline, anything that you're wearing. Tier 2 is a bag that you keep close, or items that you keep close proximity to you and usually carry with you every single day, but aren't things that you walk around with. So for me, especially with my job, I do medical transport. So I do have a full-fledged IFAK, with some other medical instruments in here. I am going to go over this in another video, but just to kind of show you that I do keep it, and it is pretty full. And then this is the bag that I carry. So this one's just a standard little messenger bag. So this is what it looks like in its entirety. If you want to just get a good, visible of that. Ready? And this thing weighs like 7 pounds, but it has some extra gear that I carry on me every day that, this doesn't really leave my car unless I'm going somewhere. Like if I'm going into Walmart or going into some sort of business that I'm going to be in there for a long time, I will bring this with me just because it's, better safe than sorry. Also, whenever I go on hikes, whenever I go on bike rides, and whenever I go to the gym, that is with me everywhere I go, especially because of some of the items in there. All right, guys, so we're going to go over to the table now, and we're going to check this stuff out. All right, guys, so I gutted the bag, and we're just going to go through some of the items I have in here. So this is a mini survival kit, which honestly, I absolutely love this thing. I carry it with me just about every day. It's basically just a compacted version of my get-home bag, but this is just more tools and equipment that I might have on me on a day-to-day basis. So just to go over a few things, so I do have some glow sticks. I do have toilet paper tablets, like we had in the get-home bag. This is a very interesting item. This is a Glock field cleaning kit, which I absolutely love this thing. Very cheap, but it works like a charm. I do have a little lamp.
Another flashlight.
I use this specifically for when I'm going on hikes so that people can see me. I have another power bank. Same brand, same look as the one that...
Same hidden button.
Same hidden button that Parker had a problem with in the last one. The only difference with this one, though, is this one is only a 20,000 milliamp instead of a 30,000 milliamp hour. Only because this is specifically for my phone and this flashlight, because those are the two things I can recharge. I do have a cord for my phone and a back charger. This Type-C charger does fit into this, so I can charge this either through solar or via plugging into a wall. Now this is my other EDC knife. This is the K-Bar limited edition knife. I really like this one. It's really nice and robust. Really good fit in the hand. This is more of a self-defense option, but I usually use this for cutting my paracord and just little tasks that I need it for. I do keep a 25-pound carabiner. That is specifically for if I am going camping and I bring this bag, I can hang this up on a limb. I keep a compass, again, because I'm about that land nav life. This is the same compass that you saw in the other bag. Same make and model, different compass. I keep another Shimog, which this is the one I usually wear every day, but it does go in the bag pretty nicely. Then I do have some fire tinder tabs and some waterproof matches that go together. And then I also have the Vaseline and cotton balls. This goes into a really nice compartment into the bag. Oh, this goes really nice into the bag in a little secret compartment. And then this goes into the front pouch. And then I do have some backup batteries that go into the headlamp. That one, so this one specifically takes 1 AAA per set. So I have 3 refills on batteries on that. Then I do keep a Gerber multi-tool in this. This is the Suspension NXT. Absolutely love this one, especially because it has the pocket clip on it, which is whenever I carry it on my person, this is how I carry it with the clip itself. It has a Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, pocket knife, scissors, a file, and a can opener. And then on top of that, which is my personal favorite, is everything in this locks. So if I pull out the scissors, for example, it's not going to fold over. It is locked in place until I hit this latch, and then it can go down. So I really like that feature. It's just a little bit more safer when you're handling it. And then just have a standard headlamp. Nothing too crazy. It's about maybe 50 to 100 lumens, but works excellent. Then, just to finish out, we do have some these
binoculars.
So this is the Tasco brand. These are 10 by 25 binoculars, just for whenever I'm out sightseeing or hiking. That way I can keep that in there with the pouch itself. I have some daisy-chained paracord, which I will do a video on things you can do with paracord for storage. But this works excellent because all you have to do is pull that strand and it all comes out as you desire it. And I can do this. It doesn't wrinkle, doesn't bind up. This is absolutely perfect for just about any kind of use for paracord. It is a little bulkier, but for how you use it, this is the best way to store it. And then the final item that I keep in the bag, well, this gets carabined to the side of the bag, is a stainless steel water bottle. It's a single-walled water bottle. I use this every day for, it's all dinged up and scratched up because I've had this thing for years and years and years. And then I do have another one of these just like this that I use specifically in my bug-out bag that is all burned up and stuff from putting it on open fires. This is the one that I try not to show off too much all the damage to it, so I keep this one nice and clean. And this is the one that I use whenever I go to the gym or anything like that. Now the final item in the bag is a little tool bag that I have. So this one is just a standard one I bought off of Amazon. I do keep a small SSR knife in there, just, for redundancy. And then another headlamp, because again, I like flashlights. I have a handcuff key right here, which I'm going to pull this out for you. So a little handcuff key for getting out of handcuffs, especially because when you have friends like Parker who try to handcuff you whenever they get a chance to, you kind of need them. I have another flashlight in here that is the black version of the Ancyper CC flashlight that I have there, but it's in black. I have a screwdriver set, just like the one we showed you in the video. This one's a little smaller. I have another fire starting striker. I have a mini tobacco pipe. This is specifically for when I go camping. I try not to smoke cigarettes, but every once in a while I enjoy having, a nice little smoke. And then I do keep a small Bic lighter in here as well, with an extra battery specifically for this flashlight. I keep some Tylenol extra strength gel caps in here, especially because I do sometimes get headaches, so you never know. And then I do keep some of the Saber Red pepper spray in here, especially with how often I'm in bigger cities. I don't like to mess around with that because we live in a small town, so going out into the big city, I always want to make sure I'm prepared. I have a little light stick set up. This is a small little fishing kit. And then inside here I have a little baggie that has a few hooks and some line. And then I have a bandana behind that. And then a small dollar store Curad first aid kit with a couple band-aids in it. Just for, whenever I may cut myself or anything like that. Alrighty guys, so that is everything that I have in the bag. And on the strap there, I do have a little bit of a whistle that is extremely worn out because I've had it for years. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of it for today's video. We just want to show you guys a good little sample of what you can do for an EDC. Obviously, his is a little bit more standardized, mine is a little bit more extreme. But, hopefully we gave you guys some good options and some things to think about. And hopefully we get to see your guys sometime. Alrighty guys, well, this is...
like, subscribe, comment, catch us in the next video.
Alrighty guys, and again, this is LuckyManSurvival, and we'll see you guys next time.